The B-Nation Podcast, Miguel Tello.
Goodbye is a farewell word that it means God be with you. It doesn't mean that it will be forever, but we prefer to use see you soon. This is a season 6 finale, but it's not a goodbye, as we are coming back with the premiere episode of season 7 on February 14. Let's wrap season 6 with an incredible guest, some emotional surprises, and the best tunes across the globe. This is the B-Nation Podcast. I am Miguel Tello, and we are presenting you episode 16. This one is called Finale, not a goodbye, and now, Laura is here, and she's bringing you the summary.
On episode 16, we are not feeling that this is the season 6 finale of the B-Nation podcast. We are doing a throwback to some of the highlights that we had on the show so far. Our record of the week is Lose My Number by DANIELLE.
La 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 la, lose my number. I don't wanna hear from you one more time. I'm so done with your pretty white lies. Yeah, yeah. La 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 la, lose my number. You just wanna rip my heart in two. I don't wanna let you, I just wanna let you go with through.
Danielle JUHRE is with us presenting her magnificent cover of Back to Black.
Hi, I'm Danielle JUHRE, and you're listening to the B-Nation podcast.
Season 7 starts on February 14 with a split premiere. We are revealing full details about why the new season comes so quickly, the latest hot topics of the industry, and as always, we are bringing you the best new music from around the world. Welcome to the B-Nation podcast.
How are you guys? How are you doing? Welcome to another episode of the B-Nation podcast, where we are bringing you the best new music from around the world. And if you think you have it, please send us an email to podcast@thebnation.com, podcast@thebnation.com. You can check also our website, www.thebnation.com, or our socials on Instagram under the username The B-Nation, and now TikTok also as well under the username The B-Nation. And we're gonna start this finale with the brand new single from Courtney and Stephen. They are YBR, they were on the show presenting songs like What If, and now they are back with a brand new tune that is also as well perfect to start this season finale. Recently we asked them when did they write the song and what's the story behind, and this is what they told us.
We wrote Bad at Goodbyes about a year ago. The main inspiration comes from fear of getting too close to someone, so you sabotage the relationship before it even gets a fair chance.
Yeah, and I was in the studio one night and came up with the idea for the track and chords, and then it just really blended well with the melody and lyrics.
We've been working nonstop on our album, and it's going great. We're almost done. And actually, we just decided on the title of it and can't wait for everyone to hear.
Hi, we are YVR.
And this is our brand new single, Bad at Goodbyes, on the B-Nation podcast.
Than the ones before. We flew way up. I cut the engine out, crashing through the bedroom floor. What have I done? Heard another one. I blew it up just to have some fun, and we know you're not the one to blame. I guess I'm just addicted to the pain.
So you just heard the brand new tune from the YBR, and it's called Bad at Goodbyes. Courtney and Stephen, they are back with a brand new single. They told us when they were here on the show last year that they are recording the new album. So hopefully we're going to have more information about the new album very, very soon. Coming up on the B Nation podcast, Danielle JUHRE is on the show presenting her cover of Back to Black. We're going to spill all the details about Season 7, and we have some emotional surprises. But now it's time to hear the latest single from our friend Gigi Grombacher, and this song is so beautiful and it's called Girl. Gigi Grombacher and Girl.
Where are you going? How do you just walk away? Can't you stay till the morning? I knew it when I saw your face that you had a problem. Something was about to change. Where are you going? Leaving my heart to break. You told me I was pretty, I believed it, said you're never gonna leave me. Now I'm staring at an open door. You just held my hand, how do I try to understand? Do you still even love me anymore? I thought I was the girl that you wanna take home. I thought you'd hold me close so I'd never be alone. I thought you were the guy who would never make me cry. And now I'm just a fool who you're leaving high and dry. Oh, two words mean nothing to you. It's like I never knew you. Girl, girl, girl. Thought I was your girl, girl, girl. Is this what you wanted? Not having me in your life. Can I be honest? I'm down in a bottle like every night. You told me I was pretty, I believed it, said you're never gonna leave me. Now I'm staring at an open door. You just held my hand, how do I try to understand? Do you still even love me anymore? I thought I was the girl that you wanna take home. I thought you'd hold me close so I'd never be alone. I thought you were the guy who would never make me cry. And now I'm just a fool who you're leaving high and dry. Oh, two words mean nothing to you. It's like I never knew you. Girl, girl, girl. Thought I was your girl, girl, girl. Two words mean nothing to you. It's like I never knew you. Two words mean nothing to you. Two words mean nothing to you. It's like I never knew you. Two words mean nothing to you. I thought I was the girl that you wanna take home. I thought you'd hold me close so I'd never be alone. I thought you were the guy who would never make me cry. Now I'm just a fool who you're leaving high and dry. Oh, two words mean nothing to you. It's like I never knew you. Girl, girl, girl. Thought I was your girl, girl, girl.
One of the biggest honors of my life is to discover voices like the one from our next guest. She's not only a friend of the show, but she's also one of the most promising artists of our generation. Please welcome to the B Nation podcast, the one and only Danielle JUHRE. How are you, girl?
Hi, Miguel. Oh my gosh, what an intro. My gosh, thank you for being so kind to me always. And thank you for having me.
You know what? Like, it's what you deserve because, you know, like, it's something that, like, it comes from the heart, and that's, like, the best words ever because I really mean it. You know, like, I always, you know that very well. How you been?
Good. I just kind of, staying busy and going crazy. That's my life's motto now. I'm gonna stick with that. Yeah.
Amazing. So Danielle, let me tell you. So you just released a cover of Back to Black from the one and only Amy Winehouse. Let me tell you like what my thoughts before hearing the track and my thoughts after hearing the song. Right?
Okay.
It's like I think when I heard about that you were about to do this cover, I was thinking, wow, because we are talking about potentially make me agree or not to a song that belongs to an album that I think like is one of the best albums in history in music. Like I think like you buy a book and about the best albums in history, and I'm pretty 100% sure that album is there. And if it's not there, ask for a refund. You know what I mean? It's just like
I would.
It's one of the biggest albums. It's a big song, and I think like when I hear it, it's like, girl, you just make it justice, because it's a track that like, or you're doing like the way that you did, or don't do it. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's like you did like a fantastic cover, and I'm pretty sure that like if Amy like was with us now, I think she will be proud.
Thank you, Miguel. That was the goal, was just to take this song and like, this was in no way me, trying to stand in her place. So the only way I think to, somewhat do an Amy song justice is I had to make it my own while still paying a tribute to her, while also just constantly, thinking to myself, how do I make her proud? Because that was just something that I like, being such a huge fan of her. I know that she's a perfectionist. Mm-hmm. So I think that this was one of the hardest songs for me especially to cover, is just because I was just only thinking about how I can make her proud. And that was, that was a lot of extra added stress on myself. But I think that's what pushed me to, have this cover come out the way that it did.
How started the whole thing? Like what was the moment that you just were on your hair say, look, listen, I had to do this cover, and we're about to release it. How that happened? How did it happen?
I grew up listening to Amy. That record, as you put, changed, my life and made me an artist. And so I kind of, thought to myself, it's like, why wouldn't I try to take this song on? If I were to ever release a cover, I mean, it only made sense for it to be Amy, because I want to just constantly be authentic and genuine. And I think that, there was really no other way for me to do that other than from the songs that raised me, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. And actually, like, you did it fantastically, honestly. And I think it's like it must be like a huge responsibility for you, like do it like perfectly and make her proud, as you say, right?
Totally. Yeah, it's a big song. And I'm so fortunate that I'm able to work with Mahogany Sessions in London, and they posted, the audio version of the song on their YouTube channel. And a lot of the comments I 100% agreed with. And one of them was, when I want to listen to Amy, I'll listen to Amy. And but it ended up, following up with, they said, they liked the cover, but that it was a worry of mine is, it's like that with all covers, it's like if I wanted to hear the song, I listened to the original artist. So that was, something that was a little bit difficult to, put together and just make sure that I'm doing the song justice.
Yeah, well, the result was actually fantastic. We're going to hear the cover of Back to Black right at the end of this interview. But now I want to do something with you, Danielle. It's the first time I'm doing this year, which is basically giving the opportunity to do a music request. Basically here on the show, we are asking to different artists to support other artists, to choose other tracks that they means something to them. So yeah. I asked you to choose a particular track. So I want to ask you, which track did you choose? And what's the reason of it?
Yeah, so kind of tying in with Back to Black, I was able to work with my friend Joey, and Joey is an incredible producer, just one of the sweetest human beings ever, like yourself, Miguel. And so I really wanted to, promote Joey the way he's promoted me. So I chose It Gets Better by my friend Joey, and his last name is AUCH. So if anyone please wants to follow him and listen to this song, it would mean everything to me, and I'm sure it would mean everything to him too.
Lying in the darkness, naked on the floor, in the fetal position, just like a prisoner of war. Don't let the darkness overwhelm you. Don't drown in your fear. 'Cause like a candle lit at midnight, there's a bright side here. It gets better. It happens in stages. Everything changes. Don't fall under pressure. 'Cause you're gonna get better. It gets better. So dive in the water. Your pain is your strength. Endurance and wisdom you've got. More than you think. It gets better. If I could, I would save you. I'd pick you up off the mat. I'd take your place in a minute. But it doesn't work like that. I know you better than yourself. See the strength you're looking for. You may have lost the battle, but you're gonna win the war. It gets better. It happens in stages. Everything changes. Don't fall under pressure. 'Cause you're gonna get better. It gets better. So dive in the water. Your pain is your strength. Endurance and wisdom you've got. More than you think. It gets better. It happens in stages. Everything changes. Don't fall under pressure. 'Cause you're gonna get better. It gets better. So dive in the water. Your pain is your strength. Endurance and wisdom you've got. More than you think. It gets better. Hold on with all of your might. Hold on all through the night. Hold on, the sun will appear. Hold on. It gets better. I will be right here. Hold on. It gets better.
So you're here a track that is called It Gets Better, and it's by an artist called Joy Och, and it's like the selection from our guest Danielle JUHRE that she is with us here on the B Nation podcast on this season 6 finale that we're doing here on the show. And Danielle, I'm gonna ask you a question about songwriting because it has been one of the main topics this season. Let me explain you.
Sure.
So if you have to do a throwback over the last 6 months to all the songs that you've written so far, what was the first thing that always comes into your head? I know that like it depends obviously in the inspiration. We know that very well.
Sure.
But it was more like the title, the melody, or the lyrics?
I'm super melody driven. So normally I just really like to pay a lot of detail and attention to the melody. And that for me comes first, because the lyrics for me will just always come. I like to tell a story. But yeah, very melody driven for sure.
We have people that they say that they start with the title, which is good, which is fair enough, but I'm actually jealous of the people that they start from the title.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I guess, you know what? Conceptually, it helps a lot because you're able to know what your song's about and,
Danielle, what's next? Tell me a little bit more about what's the plan for the rest of 2022?
Yeah, So I am actually about to release a show date. I'm joining an artist here in the States named Todd Carey on his Midwest tour, which is cool. Just of the States right now. And then I can't give anything too much away. I have another song coming out very shortly that I'll of course send to you. And then stay tuned. I can't say much, but if you are an Amazon Prime user, to stay tuned because I have something special for you.
Wow, that sounds like very, very, very cool and exciting. So we cannot wait to obviously to find out more about it, right?
Yeah.
One of the best songs last year was called Burning, and we play here on the show. And I'm very proud of you, let me tell you, because you have no idea, Danielle, how many people have played your music, like here in London. The feeling of like having a friend that has an amazing voice and everything. Like, how many people like was shocked? Actually, let me tell you, like I promote you here in London. Like, I mean, if you knew it.
Oh, thank you, Miguel. That means so much to me.
Let me tell you why, because when I talk about the show, right, about the people that we discover, like honestly, from the bottom of my heart, and this is true, like on the 2 or 3 examples that maybe I give, 2 actually, always is Burning. It's Burning as a song.
Oh, thank you.
honestly, and you will be surprised at how many people like that they are shocked about your talent and your voice. Honestly. Oh,
I'm so flattered. Thank you. And my love for London is immense. I love London. I cannot wait to visit, and I can't do it without people like yourself, Miguel, who show the music to other people, and it,
honestly, it's the biggest honor of my life. Honestly, I'm telling you.
Sweet. I know a lot of what I write is slow, and that's always going to be me as an artist. But I will say I'm picking up the pace, so I will have some other songs that are in the same tempo and sound space as Burning. So I'm excited to send those to you, so you can, you can not cry while listening to.
Let me tell you, you have no idea how happy I am to know that you and I is actually as well doing really well.
I am so proud of that song, Miguel. It is. I released it 2 years ago, and it is still performing like I released it a month ago.
You made me cry like a couple of times already, Danielle.
But honestly, that song means everything to me, and to watch it go in the hands of the public and the way that they've treated the song is just, it's just beyond anything.
It's a masterpiece.
Thank you. I just, that song is just truly how I feel, and nothing more or less than that. I didn't try with this song to be someone I wasn't. So the fact that it's the song that's doing, right now commercially, the best is just more than I can ask for. I think, next to all these major label artists getting millions of streams, but just, with no push, no money spent, this song is almost at 400,000 streams on Spotify. And as an independent artist, it's because of people like you. And so I'm so grateful.
It's amazing.
Really. Yeah, I could go on and on. Please stop me. But it's
Well, no, I mean, what can I say is, listen, one of the biggest honors, the reasons why I'm doing this show is to have the opportunity to have friends like you and discover music like you. Danielle, JUHRE, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me, Miguel. I appreciate you. And anytime I'm in your area, and really, even if I'm not, you always have tickets to a show. I'd love to see you, and I can't wait to meet you in person.
Of course. And Danielle, please always be you.
Thank
because
you.
Honestly, you are, not only an incredible artist, but an incredible person, which is always basically the most important thing now in this world, right?
One of the things that really kind of changed me was I watched the Quincy Jones documentary on Netflix, and something that Quincy said was, I will always continue to remain humble if I constantly have goals that are much bigger than me. And that really stuck with me, and I appreciate your kind words. I think that I'm always going to be this way because I have I have so much like ambition, and the to-do list is so long. I think that I just constantly, have things that I need to work on and want to work on. So I think that's super important for an artist to just, be yourself and be humble. And
Exactly.
You promote that a lot on your podcast. And also, I was so excited to get my end of the year review from Spotify to see that my favorite podcast is the B Nation. So that was so good. I was so happy. I was we were able to swap those reviews together. I'm going to do the same thing this year. I'm such a fan, Miguel. Thank you for having me.
I mean, and you know why you are incredible? Because you speak truth and facts. Because what you can say, I wish that so many people could be hearing right now. Because it's very important, obviously, to be humble and be true to yourself, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's the number one thing, I think, as an artist. And yeah, I think it's important, and it's easier said than done. It's hard to, know who you are in your sound. Hi, this is Danielle, and you are listening to the B Nation podcast, and this is Back to Black.
Left no time to regret, kept his lips wet with his safe bet. And me in my head high, and my tears dry, get on without my guy. And you went back to what you knew, so far removed from all that we went through. We only said goodbye with words. I died 100 times. You go back to her, and I'll go back to her, and I go back to her. I love you much, and it's not enough that you love blow, and I love her. Hey, life is like a pie, and I'm a tiny penny rolling up the walls inside. Hey, we only said goodbye with words. I died 100 times. You go back to her, and I'll go back to her. We only said goodbye with words. I died 100 times. You go back to her, and I'll go back to her. I'll go back to black. I go back to black. I'll go back to. You go
It's always an incredible honor to have the one and only Danielle JUHRE here on the B Nation podcast, especially on a season finale. And this was her brand new single that it was that fantastic cover of Back to Black. Coming up on the B Nation podcast, we discovered the voice of Chelsea Collins. We are revealing so many details about season 7 and we are doing an emotional throwback. But now it's time to celebrate something, because here on the B Nation podcast, we are a big family. We are a big family of artists that they are part of the nation. And one of these artists that it has been 3 times on the show is Maggie Szabo, that she is from Canada. Basically, Maggie is one of the songwriters of the track that it has been chosen as like the song that it will represent Spain on the Eurovision Song Contest. And I just want to say congratulations, Maggie. We are so proud of you. We know that this is huge for your career, and we cannot wait to find out more, and we cannot wait to talk to you again. Maggie Szabo, congratulations, girl, for being the songwriter of this song that we are gonna hear right now, and it's the first time on the B Nation podcast that we are hearing a song from Eurovision, but we are gonna do it because we love Maggie, and you know, like she deserves it, and this is Slow Mo by Chanel.
Let's go. Llegó la mami, la reina, la dura, una Bugatti. El mundo está loco con este party. Si tengo un problema, no monetary. Le vuelvo loquito todo lo tari. Pues siempre primera, nunca secondary. Apenas go zoom zoom con mi boom boom. Y le tengo dando zoom zoom a Miami. Y no se confundan, señores y señores. Yo siempre estoy ready. Pa' romper caderas, romper corazones. Solo existe una. No hay imitaciones. Y si aún no me cree, pues me toca mostrárselo. Take a video, watch it slow mo, 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 mo. Booty hypnotic, make you want more, 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 more. Voy a bajarlo hasta suelo, lo. If the way she get to this dembow, drives you loco. Take a video, watch it slow mo. Te gusta todo lo que tengo, te endulzo la cara en jugo de mango. Se te dispara cuando la prendo, hasta el final yo no me detengo. Take a sip of my colada, ponte salvaje, na na na. Make it go like pa 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 pa, like pa 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 pa. Y no se confundan, señores y señores. Yo siempre estoy ready, pa' romper caderas, romper corazones. Solo existe una. Take a video, watch it slow mo, 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 mo. Booty hypnotic, make you want more, 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 more. Voy a bajarlo hasta suelo, lo. If the way she could do this dembow, drives you loco. Take a video, watch it slow mo, 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 mo. Booty hypnotic, make you want more, 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 more. Voy a bajarlo hasta suelo, lo. If the way she could do this dembow, drives you loco. Y no se confundan, señores y señores. Yo siempre estoy ready, pa' romper caderas, romper corazones. Solo existe una. No hay imitaciones. Y si aún no me cree, pues me toca mostrárselo. Take a video, watch it slow mo, 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 mo. Booty hypnotic, make you want more, 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 more. Voy a bajarlo hasta suelo, lo. If the way she could do this dembow, drives you loco. Take a video, watch it slow mo.
Yes, you are hearing the B Nation podcast, and this song is called Slow Mo, and it's by Chanel, and it's a track that it will represent Spain on the Eurovision Song Contest. And one of the songwriters of the song is our lovely friend Maggie Szabo, that she is an spectacular artist, and she has been 3 times on the show. So congratulations once again, Maggie Szabo. And now it's time to discover a brand new artist here on the B Nation podcast. And believe me, this artist is gonna be a breakthrough artist. Her name is Chelsea Collins, and we are gonna introduce you this song that is called Wish You Hell. There we go, Chelsea Collins.
3 months, too long, but it felt more like a year. Manic, brainwashed. All your friends thought I was weird. I didn't fit the picture. You love to talk, I hate to listen. So in 3 months, you moved on. Yeah, for a girl with a pretty face, better act. A stupid white picket fence gonna keep you trapped. But in the end, karma's gonna bite you back. Hope you crash your car, hope you break her heart and she burns your house. Hope you get so high that you lose your mind and the world around. 'Cause maybe then you'll know what it feels like to see outside yourself. I could say I wish you well, but I wish you hell. Yeah, I wish you hell. Mixing, fucking with whiskey as you fuck her in the window. That's the only way. Oh, getting off these days, saying my name in your pillow. But you didn't know I'm in front of your place, watching your life blowing up in your face, waiting with flowers and a can of propane. Hope you crash your car, hope you break her heart and she burns your house. Hope you get so high that you lose your mind and the world around. 'Cause maybe then you'll know what it feels like to see outside yourself. I could say I wish you well, but I wish you hell. Yeah, I wish you hell. I hope you're walking on your girlfriend with your dad. Lose all your money in a 1-800 scam. I hope our sex tape ends up on the internet, so the whole world can pour a drink and have a laugh. But I wish you hell. Yeah, I wish you hell.
Chelsea Collins and the track that is called Wish You Hell. You hear it on the B Nation podcast for the first time on this season 6 finale. Now it's time to talk about season 7. 7 is a magical number. And for that reason, this season is going to be magical, guys, because we're gonna bring so many things that they are gonna be absolutely magical. The first one that we're gonna reveal is that on season 7 of the B Nation podcast, we're gonna come back to the roots. We're gonna come back to the origins of the B Nation podcast, especially to season 1. And we are gonna do a special focus to equality, diversity, and also we're gonna do a special focus on empowerment and motivation. Yes, you hear it right. And the hashtag this season is anyone can be. Remember, anyone can be. And if you don't know why we put this hashtag, please do not worry, because you have to listen to the season premiere of the B Nation podcast that is on February 14. And on this season 7, we're gonna have a split premiere. What exactly is a split premiere? So we're gonna have one episode that is gonna be so big that we're gonna split in 2 different episodes. The first one is gonna be on Monday, February 14, and the second one, the second premiere, is gonna be in our usual Friday, which is on the 18th of February. Once again, we're gonna have a split premiere. Premiere number 1 is gonna be on February 14, and premiere number 2 on February 18. Right, what's gonna happen this season? First of all, I have to announce that this is the last time that you are gonna hear our intro song that you have been hearing during season 6 of the B Nation podcast. Yes, I just want to say thank you so much to Jaded because they allow us to use their song that is called In the Morning. And on season 7, we're gonna have a brand new intro song. Wow, guys, I am really excited to play this one because we're gonna have an original track. Yes. We're gonna have an original track, guys. And it's the first original track since season 3. Because remember that the last original track that we managed to have, it was on season 3. And now we're gonna have an original track again. But this one is gonna be very special, guys, because it's gonna be produced and composed by someone that we love on the show, and is someone very special for us. And honestly, you're gonna be shocked when you find out who is gonna be the producer of the intro song. On the premiere number 1, we are gonna have the one and only William Derela. He's gonna be back on the show. And William is gonna do something very special, very beautiful that I want to tell you guys on the premiere episode, okay? William is gonna do something very special that I wanna tell you guys on the premiere episode, alright? On Friday, we're gonna have premiere number 2 with 2 spectacular artists, right? The first one, it was meant to be on this episode, and you know, like on the third time is what is the one that is gonna be. Joanne are gonna be on the second premiere of season 7 of the B Nation podcast, and now we're gonna play a different track from Joanne that is not gonna be so done, and this one is called Not Over You. Joanne.
Another late night of laying staring at the ceiling. Memories of you still hanging on the walls. Deep breath, I take another sip of whiskey. So maybe I won't feel anything at all. And I can't get you out of my head. Yeah, it's relatively obvious that I'm not over you. But I'm trying to get over you every single day. The more I try to let you go, the more I realize I'm not over you. Why can't I take a stupid drink of coffee with us swearing? I see your lipstick on the cup. Deep breath, now I'm thinking of when you came home to tell me that we'd be better off alone. Well, maybe you were right again. There's no way for me to pretend that I'm over you. But I'm trying to get over you every single day. The more I try to let you go, the more I realize. What if you grabbed my hand and told me that you miss me? What if you said what I've been feeling mindful line? I'm not over you. I'm not over you.
Joanne and the song that is called Not Over You, and is the first time that we play in this track, and they're gonna be our special guest on premiere number 2 that is gonna be on February 18 on the B Nation podcast, right? And now it's time to announce the other artists. NINELE, they're gonna be on the show. They're gonna be the second artist that we're gonna have on the B Nation podcast. So they are our record of the week, and this song is called Lose My Number.
You only ever call me when you're drunk. You only want me when I've had enough. You're only really good at faking love. You say one thing and you take it back. Your words hold weight like a paper bag, and I feel sick from your whiplash. So test your luck with someone else. See if they can handle you, and all the hell you put me through. I'm done with you, done with you. La 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 la, lose my number. I don't wanna hear from you one more time. I'm so done with your pretty white lies. Yeah, yeah. La 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 la, lose my number. You just wanna rip my heart in two. I don't wanna let you, I just wanna let you go it through. Too fast, wish I could've seen it coming. Left me in a mess, just like that. We were everything to nothing. Test your luck with someone else. See if they can handle you, and all the hell you put me through. I'm done with you, done with you. La 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 la, lose my number. I don't wanna hear from you one more time. I'm so done with your pretty white lies. Yeah, yeah. La 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 la, lose my number. You just wanna rip my heart in two. I don't wanna let you, I just wanna let you go it through. La 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 la, lose my number. I don't wanna hear from you one more time. I'm so done with your pretty white lies. Yeah, yeah. La 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 la, lose my number. You just wanna rip my heart in two. I don't wanna let you, I just wanna let you go.
Lose My Number
through.
by NINELE is our record of the week, and they're gonna be on premiere number 2 of season 7 of the B Nation podcast. So remember, Joanne and NINELE on premiere number 2 and William Derela on premiere number 1. But that is not everything, because next Friday on Instagram and TikTok, we're gonna reveal more. Remember, the next Friday, guys, there is no episode of the B Nation podcast, okay? So the next time that we are gonna hear each other, it's gonna be on. Now, guys, it's time to say goodbye. But before, let me do a tribute to the 6 intro songs that we had on the B Nation podcast since season 1. So we're gonna start by hearing the one on season 1, that is the one that we did with the Spotify, that was our intro song for season 1 and for season 2. Then we're gonna hear season number 3, the one with Billy Ray Fingers, that it was spectacular. Season number 4 and season number 5, which is that sample of Eat Me by Tutu Child. And then season number 6 with Jade and the song that is called In the Morning. There we go. We cannot wait to play what is gonna be the one for season 7 of the B Nation podcast. I just wanna give a special shout to the Westbury Hotel in Kensington in London, because basically this week they have been very supported. And guys, if you are coming to London, I really recommend you to come to this hotel. It's called the Westbury Hotel in Kensington in London. They are gonna attend you very well. And if you are interested to do your reservation for a room in this hotel, any platform where it's possible to do a reservation. Right, this is it. This is everything from me. Thank you so much to our guest, Danielle JUHRE, for being with us on this season 6 finale of the B Nation podcast. I am going to say see you soon. And remember that we are going to have our season 7 premiere on February 14. That is going to be a split premiere with premiere number 1 on February 14 and premiere number 2 on February 18. All right. Laura is in the production of the show, and my name is Miguel. Thank you so much to everyone who is listening this season 6 finale of the B Nation podcast. Thank you so much for being there. Thank you so much for being loyal to the show, and we cannot wait to come back with season 7, and it's going to be in 10 days. 10 days, season 7 of the B Nation podcast. Until now, stay safe, have a lovely weekend, have a lovely week, and I wish you all the best. Ciao, ciao.